All right, imagine this, getting all your groceries from the dumpster. Everybody has those days where they go to the grocery store and the bill after they pay for everything is just ridiculous. But in a recent documentary that I watched called Dive, there's a family who uses their resources of dumpster diving to better their life and better their resources. And today I will be explaining how that process works, how dumpster diving works, and who it affects and why it affects them. So, my first point is, what is dumpster diving? Basically, dumpster diving is when a family goes into a big corporation's dumpsters, whether it is a Whole Foods, whether it is a Walmart, a Publix, any type of grocery store, and they go in there and they retrieve the garbage and the food that they throw out. Now, in this documentary, they explain that these big companies take their food that has expiration dates over or under a little bit past the expiration date, and they just throw them out. Whether that be fruit, whether that be pastries, bread, all these other things, and they just throw them out because the expiration date is a little bit under or over the required date. And these people found that when they go in these dumpsters and they retrieve the food is not bad at all, and they can still live off this food. So the companies have decided to lock the dumpsters because of obviously financial reasons. If they allow these people to dumpster dive, then they're going to lose money because people are not going to want to shop with them because they're just getting all their food from the dumpsters, which is not good for the company and the economy. So another fact is, on average, the average family spends about $150 to $300 a week on groceries, which is crazy, and another reason why this is a financial gain for companies and why throwing out food doesn't really affect them at all, because families just spend their money on groceries anyway. They're a necessity. So another fact is from the University of Arizona is 50% of the food that is produced is never consumed. Meaning that all this food that's being produced by these companies is just being thrown out. And that is ridiculous. And these people who are dumpster diving are going in there and collecting the food, which is basically sums up what dumpster diving is. Now, my second point is the effects of dumpster diving. So, the family that is dumpster diving, they actually can live up to months and years off of this food that they collect, because it's so much food that these companies are wasting that people don't even realize that these people are getting eggs, they're getting frozen meat, they're getting vegetables, fruits, everything that they need that they would usually get from the grocery store, they're getting and they're using it to their own personal gain. And they use freezers and these different chambers to preserve the food, and they can live off of it for months and years to come. Another thing is, the US could literally feed the entire country off the food that we waste every day. And it's crazy to think, but if that is the case, then these people who are dumpster diving are actually setting an example for how the US should send this food to different places and not just throw it away, because that's crazy. Another statistic, there's 600,000 restaurants on this in the US, meaning that if 50% of the food that we produce is being thrown out, these 600,000 restaurants have so much food that it's even crazy to think about. So the dumpster divers are going in there, getting their food, getting everything that they need, and they're using it for their own personal gain. So that is how dumpster diving affects people. And in general, to close everything out, dumpster diving is a very resourceful way to get groceries and do everything that you have to do. And that is that. Dumpster diving, everybody. Here's my people. Dad, my brother. There's my sister on FaceTime. Thank you, everybody.